come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys about to mass up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on Rap a Lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. Listen, I went and got my digits up. Listen, your favorite, bruh. Listen, you don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's real rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, no, be not. The mind to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend homie. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but didn't take a sin. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman, and that's by dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bear in mind the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. I'm open mind, but I do not walk.
We've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the New York Jets. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone, and we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They go play action. Bridgewater. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Play action now. Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Wilson. Dumping it off for Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. That's good for 28 yards. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Here's a quick throw out to Mims. 7 yards, the pickup there. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 12-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down, it's Johnson, and they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now it's Wilson. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. This defense for the Jets, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he gets this up past the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Play fake, Bridgewater. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And ultimately cannot get this out. To the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jets. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Bridgewater on first down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And the Broncos expected big things out of Jerry Jeudy, their #1 pick in 2020. But he really had to make a jump with the injury to Cortland Sutton. Almost 900 yards last year. A nice grab there.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He completes this to Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. This defense for the Jets, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
8 yards to go on second down. Throwing is Bridgewater. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Bridgewater to Hamler, first down Broncos. These two teams all tied after one. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Three yards remain for 2nd down. On play action, it's Bridgewater. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Bridgewater now. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. From the gun, Bridgewater. Here's a diving catch right side. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Now a dump off here complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. And it's never going to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
After the sack on 1st down, Bridgewater. Touchdown! Noah Fant, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Another big gain or two in succession as this one goes for 32.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
A good strong run there by Michael Carter, reminiscent of his days at North Carolina. A 1,000-yard rusher each of his last 2 years in Chapel Hill, despite being in a timeshare with Javonte Williams, who was a second-round pick of the Denver Broncos. Carter, the second pick of the 4th round, out of UNC. He could be the Jets' leading rusher moving forward.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. This a quick pass to Davis. Wilson on the hook up to Davis. First down, Jets.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Jets.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Johnson running right. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Wilson. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
And Brown's got it. Touchdown, Jets. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. This is the tight end Fant. He finds an opening past the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first.
And if Noah Fant keeps making catches like that, it might not be too long till we say he's one of the top 5 tight ends in football. When he was drafted, that was the expectation.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Going right back to Fant. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
First down, Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Bridgewater. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Now Bridgewater. And he's taken in by the tight end Fant. Touchdown Broncos! Noah Fant with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos have broken the tie.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They begin the drive with Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Always got some breathing room. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 27 yards there, a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
On 1st and 10. It's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Second and 9. Now Wilson. A throw to the flat for Carter. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On third down, Wilson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. The first down carry here for Johnson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now it's Wilson. On the slant, he's got Davis.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the Broncos' 33-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Throwing is Wilson. Dumping it off for Johnson. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Jets. Daniel Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets are going to retake the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Go first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10, Gordon. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Let's go, dude. Tighten up. Let's go, dude. Tighten up. You can choose the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Stay with your man.
Here's Bridgewater. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sutton. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. On play action, it's Bridgewater. He'll let this go deep for Sutton.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down of the process. Here's Wilson to throw.
He'll dump this off to Carter, complete.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Shotgun snap and a give to Carter.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now Wilson on first down.
They'll set up the screen to Carter.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Here's Wilson. Airing one out for Crowder. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
The Jets on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 14. Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Bridgewater to Fant, 1st down Broncos. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Gordon on 1st down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37. 15 yards there on the catch and run. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
53 's the mark. 53. Check 53. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Judy. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Back now on EA Sports. As the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They'd seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Wilson to throw. And that's complete to Brown. Uses the stiff arm. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he's got this down to the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominating.